Oh wait. All right, so this is episode 3 of the Dan and David show. This is our third attempt already because our streaming services, not streaming services, but the way we broadcast is running on the free trial right now. So we're on our trial runs.
Facts, damn facts.
All right, so we already went over, but we'll do it again because obviously you guys haven't seen this yet. So the two new albums that came out, we're gonna start with. We got a lot to go with tonight, but Nav dropped Good Intentions and Brown Boy 2, which is Brown Boy 2 was more of the leaks, and then Lil Durk dropped Just Cause Y'all Waited 2. We'll start off with Nav. What were your first reactions of Good Intentions and Brown Boy 2?
Honestly, it was definitely an improvement for Nav. He's kind of going back in the right direction, in my opinion. He's definitely reminded me more of like the self-titled and Nav and Metro days. With and honestly, I mean, even though he dropped so much, I didn't necessarily mind it. It was just more like I just needed like the songs kind of just got a little repetitive after you listen to like 30 of them. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah, yeah.
But the features were good. The beat selection was good. He was working with a lot of different producers on it. He said it was like his favorite or his most, um effort he put into an album, which I don't really know why he would say that, but either way, it was still pretty good album in my opinion.
Yeah, I think most artists kind of say that just to hype up the album a little bit, but I get
Yeah.
what you're saying. So, I mean, I have a few takes on this. Like when I first heard it, I really liked it because I thought the vibe was really good. I mean, that's usually how Nav is. He's very vibey, or you listen to him for vibe. Um,
Yeah.
Obviously we said the feature list was stacked. That those were most of the better songs. While he was good on them, those are the most of the better songs like No Debate and Spend It with Young Thug, My Business
Hmm.
with Future, Status with Uzi, and then the Don Toliver Pop Smoke ones were dope. The Lil Durk one.
Yeah.
So they were all. I mean, like he normally does. The feature list is usually uh well in his favor. The one criticism, well, yeah, you mentioned that it brings him back to the old Nav, especially on the second part, the Brown Boy 2 deluxe version. I totally saw that with Saint Laurent, Overdose, Two Face, a bunch of songs. I totally agree with you with. The one criticism I have, which is like kind of been his, not the main criticism he's had, but like my main criticism is that with like a lot of rappers, he lacks substance in his music. A lot of drug, girls, money references. Usually he talks about his come up, and he did a little bit on this project, but I feel like he could go more into depth with that. I feel like, like you said before, it's a lot of repetitiveness. A lot of the drugs and girls. He fucks girls. He does drugs. He pops pills. It's like we get
Yeah.
it, but it's vibey. But I feel like sometimes we want a little more from him, and that's why he does get the hate for his monotone voice, and I don't hate him for that. I actually really enjoy that. But I think that's my biggest criticism of the project.
I don't understand why people say that. I understand he sounds like a robot, but I don't really think that it's that bad.
No, it's not. I mean, I think we're a little biased because we like it, but I think a
Yeah.
lot of people don't understand the way he uses autotune, and I think he actually uses autotune like correctly. Like you hear it, but like it's not draining the entire song.
Yeah, and Travis can do that a little bit, and
Travis did that in his older projects better, I feel like, but
yeah.
he still, yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, but still, all around a good project. Travis was on it. Gunna was on two songs. Thugger was on two. All around good project. He really shows that he has those connections.
Yeah, I think the Future verse is probably like the craziest. I thought Future
Yeah,
like
that was. Yeah, I was about
killed
to
it, dude.
say. I don't know why he went so different on that feature, and that kind of surprised me.
Dude, it's like he got in the booth, was ready to like tear it apart. Like he
I
went.
hope
I
he.
was, yeah.
I hope he does more of that on the album that comes
Yeah,
out tonight.
well, yeah, we'll get to that a little bit later. It was a
Yeah,
surprise, but yeah, we'll get to that. Um,
yeah,
I don't know if you gave it a rating. You could probably give it a rating on the spot, but I'll give it an 8 out of 10 because I think it's like
Okay.
I think it. I mean, like I really enjoy the project, but like I would obviously, like I said, my criticism was it's kind of a little not repetitive, but the lyrics are a little and it's a yeah the not the bars are a little. You're a little tired, aren't you, bud?
I'm chilling. I'm good.
But yeah, no, I enjoyed the project overall. But I mean, I could if there was a little more lyricism, it'd probably be a 9 because I mean, it was probably a couple filler songs here and there, but a lot of them weren't filler because I felt like you had said earlier, there are a lot of old timey vibes, not really like the classic like you know trap right now, but like
Right.
yeah, I think 8 out of 10 is solid for me.
I'm thinking. All right. I low key. Hmm, I want to say that I liked Brown Boy 2 more than Good Intentions, but I also thought that the features on Good Intentions were really good. So
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say 8 out of 10, but I'll probably, if I gave it a rating on the spot, I would say 7 out of 10. If he keeps returning to like the old sound, like the old Nav,
right.
then like he will continue to get higher ratings, in my opinion.
Yeah. And I agree with you too. The pretty much the only distinction is the first part is more feature based and like I keep saying the vibe and the melodies were a part of that, but then the second part was more so old throwback lo-fi Nav going into his feelings for the most part,
Yeah,
except like the Quavo feature, which is a lot of chirping, but other than that,
yeah, facts.
which was fine with. I mean, Quavo is what he is now, but that's yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with that. Um, and now we get to a little Dirk's project. You weren't down on him, but when we talked about it last week, you wanted to talk about Nav first, which I was fine with. But I'll go first with my Dirk. I you know my our buddy Alexi got me on little Dirk. Shout out to him because I'm sure he'll watch this. Um, he his voice is it's hard to explain. His voice is for the streets, like he says. Like he's bar heavy. He's melody. He's all wrapped into this Chicago not drill, but it's like a trap drill thing. Not drill. I can't even say drill, but like it's this trap like melodic sound, which is just it catches my ears because I love trap and I love melodic stuff, and it just like combines it, and I think it's fantastic. I thought I mean, I had a lot of favorites on this. I thought this is one of the best albums I've heard this year. That's an early thing. There's a fly in my face, but that's an early assessment. All Love that came out a couple weeks ago. I really like that song. 248, Internet Sensation, bangers. I thought really bar heavy. I think his voice is phenomenal. I really thought the album. I thought he outdid himself. What were your opinions?
So, I'm just pulling up the track listing real quick. But yeah, Dirk really, this is, if I'm gonna be honest, this is the first time I've kind of listened to Dirk album all the way through, just because I kind of, got onto it a little late, got
Yeah,
onto him a little later. I've been listening to a few songs here and there, and
mhm,
I like a couple deep cuts and whatnot. But like the Little Baby Polo G features were good on Three Head Goat. Viral Moment was very good.
yeah,
I liked Internet Sensation. Doing Too Much was good. The G Herbo song was good. He just kind of like I I would say that he does fit into that Chicago drill style, but like he expands more out into to the
the
melodic
melody.
rap.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what makes him stand out in the drill scene more, in my opinion, or the Chicago scene more. But
Definitely.
like if you listen to projects like the OTF projects and whatnot, you can definitely hear like the drill inspiration
Yeah, like
that that
no
Dirk
auto
has.
Dirk. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, definitely. But very solid tape all around. He said, it's the one thing is it's just a tape. It's not like the album. However, there were a couple songs that I really thought were like top Dirk, like top tier Dirk. What I'm saying?
on this
Like
project.
yeah, like Internet Sensation and
Yeah,
Viral Moment, in my opinion, were
yeah,
like the two standouts.
yeah. Violent Moment came out a couple weeks ago, but I really like that one too. Yeah,
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, I've been listening to Dirk probably since I'm going back to this thing. I mean, our friend showed me probably just because y'all waited, which was back in 2018, and I've listened to pretty much all his projects since then, which has been a couple of them. Just because y'all waited, Signed to the Streets 3, Love Songs for the Streets 2. He's got a lot of sequels
Oh,
and just
facts. I forgot about Love Songs for the Streets too. That
yeah.
was a good album too.
Yeah, um, yeah, Family Over Everything, the Only the Family one. Yeah, he's got a lot. He puts out a lot of work, and I think he's like you said, he stands out in the Chicago scene. He's the only one from. I mean, like you got to remember, he was on the XXL freshman list in like 2014. That's like
Oh,
6 years
really?
ago. Yeah,
Damn.
he was on the one with oh my God, I think Lil Bibby was on that one. Hold on, now I gotta like see.
Yeah, I'm about to check that too.
But yeah, dude, he's been in the scene for a long time, and he's just finally now. I feel like getting the love he really deserves because he's the only one. Like, I mean, Sosa, not really here anymore. I mean, he still makes music, but it's not the Chicago drill scene or whatever you want to call it. Really isn't what it is without Dirk right now.
Yeah, I mean, let's see, 2014, Chance the Rapper, Rich Homie Quan, Isaiah Rashad, Dollar Sign, Derek, Kevin Gates, Vic Mensa,
Yeah,
Lil Bibby. Yeah, all around, pretty
he's like
good, pretty solid list, and
yeah,
it's surprising that, of course, there has been a cult, following for Dirk,
right.
but I'd say now he's definitely making it into the mainstream a little bit more.
Yeah. I'm really happy for him because I really like his music. Yeah, it's funny. You look at the list. I mean, who's left? Chance, I guess. I mean, the Big Day sucked. Ty
Facts.
Dolla Sign's more pop. I think Rich Homie Quan's trying to make a comeback. Did you see he? Apparently, he has a little baby feature. I
Yeah, I
saw.
did see that. He
Um,
he's been putting out albums, but he just doesn't promote them at all. And like,
yeah, I mean, he
I
doesn't
don't.
have the back of Birdman. I guess anymore.
Yeah, but I also don't think that like I don't think that like the Thugger beef really made him fall. I guess it kind of did make him fall off.
Yeah, they worked well together, and then Young Thug just took off. I mean, he just
Yeah,
stayed. But yeah, no one else really. Kevin Gates. I mean, he's been relevant a little bit, but other than that, that list is pretty not. It's not there. But yeah, good for him.
yeah.
I've been on him for a little bit. I think I go high with my ratings, but I probably give this. I put a number before, but I think I'm gonna deduct a little bit just because I think it needs a little time. But I say 8.2 since I think I give it a higher one than Nav just because I like Nav's like sound and the I like his. I'm trying to think what I like better. Think I like Dirk's storytelling more than I do Nav vibing in the car because I think Dirk has more to tell, and I think that really stuck out with me. Even though we don't live in the streets per se, like
Yeah.
it, it still it makes you feel like you've gone through some shit, which I think is like it's really hard to do, especially when you're singing to suburban people.
Fair enough. Yeah, I think that like if anything, if I give grade for this project, I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10 as well
Right.
with Nav, only because it's shorter, but also that just means that there's more consistency
Yeah.
and there's more, storytelling. And he didn't need too many features, and like I
Yeah. He
didn't
only had a
think that
couple. Yeah.
I didn't think that that was going to be in his favor. To be honest, I didn't think that like I thought that he would have needed more features, but he actually did really well without them.
Yeah.
But I'm just waiting for no auto jerk. I'm just waiting for no auto jerk.
Well, we're gonna get. We're not getting that until we get. Uh,
Savage mode too.
yeah, or whatever you want to
Yeah.
call it. Savage Mode 2 without. Yeah. I'm ready for that. I can't wait for that. That's that.
Yeah.
I mean, this.
That'll be that's
Man,
like the
this.
return of 21.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
return of
20.
21.
It's funny because 21 been dropping a couple songs here and there, and he still like makes his
Yeah.
appearance. And he was on a song with Summer Walker. I was dope. I don't know if you heard that one. I really like that one. It was a weird mix, but it really went well. You know what I'm talking about?
I didn't listen to it, but
Yeah.
I
I
can
really
I
liked
I
it.
know what you mean. How like certain people mix well.
Yeah.
Like Chris Brown, Thugger,
Yeah.
Unexpected Mix. They actually
Right.
worked well for a whole album. So
Yeah. So I thought, I mean, both projects really good in my opinion. They're bumping in the car right now, so I think that's yeah.
Factual.
Um, all right, I guess we can get back. We like to talk Drake every episode, but I think we have to a little bit. Dark Lane demo tapes went. It's funny. It sold 223,000 first week. It came
Yeah.
second to Kenny Chesney's "The Country Singers Here and Now," who sold 233.
Oh
Um,
no. Oh
Listen to
no.
the stat. Last Drake project to not debut at number one was So Far Gone back in 2009.
Yeah, that's
It
crazy.
it debuted at number five, and that's one of his like. I mean, that was one of his first projects, real projects.
Hmm.
Um, he had 9 consecutive number one projects, which is I think is insane. That just shows how. I mean, whatever you say about Drake, he's extremely consistent, has a huge fan base, and it's crazy
Yeah,
that it
I
didn't go
agree.
number one.
But if you take it from the other side, I think even though it's considered the demo tapes were still considered like a mixed bag, and therefore they were really inconsistent. It's really impressive that he still did like 223K
Yeah,
like in 1 week. Like Nav did like 70K
is that what it? Well,
for like
it's not official yet, but I think
it's
that's
not
what it.
official, but it's around
Yeah,
there. It's
yeah,
like
I think it's like
70,
70 to
80K.
85, yeah, something like that.
And like, I mean, Thugger for So Much Fun. I'm thinking back in 2019, that was only like 120K or something
Yeah,
around there.
and that's bad for Drake. Yeah, 223 is
Yeah,
bad for Drake, which
yeah,
is
that's
ridiculous.
bad. Yeah, it's so. I mean, if anything, I wouldn't consider it an L for Drake, but
It's yeah.
I would consider it like he's still just showing his presence, and he's putting out an album this
And there
summer
was no
anyway.
promotion. There was no promotion either. Like he normally promotes his project. That was like, yeah, this is dropping tonight. Remember, there was no promotion. We both
Yeah,
were texting
it
each
was
other that night. It's dropping, and we're like, there was no
he
promotion. 233 first week,
he made the announcement like 4 hours before. Yeah.
which is not Drake like. He always promotes his stuff.
Oh, I know. I remember when
So
he promoted Scorpion. That was like promoted like a month ahead and shit.
yeah. Well, he's
And I
already
didn't
promoted.
think that was good. So
Yeah, I mean, I think the problem with Scorpion was there was a little too much, and like the whole Pusha thing probably put it out of whack because there was some good joints on that song, that album, but yeah, it
yeah,
was a little all over the place. But just a quick roundup: the top five I wrote down: Kenny Chesney, Drake was number two, Lil Baby's My Turn was still number three, the Baby's Blame It on Baby was number four, and Uzi Eternal Take was number five, still up there. We just to touch on it a little bit. We didn't hit it last week. Little Baby dropped the deluxe version. Was like six extra songs.
yes,
Uh,
sir.
I mean, I liked all of them. I'm not gonna lie to you. I liked all of them. And just I have to go. I have to say one thing. I don't know if I said it before in a previous episode, but I really think Lil Baby has the potential to be the next superstar in hip hop or rap. Or whatever. I really think he has that capability, like Uzi or a Drake. I think in the future.
Did you see that? There's been a couple little baby related art, like kind of like articles this week. It says like he was like the number one songwriter for quarter one
Yeah, I did see that.
for like music for like just music in
Yeah,
general. And Uzi also said that he had to keep up with Baby
yeah.
on the feature
They were like,
for
"Why'd you
his
go so
feature.
hard?" Yeah,
Yeah, so like that's insane to think about. It really kind of shows that, Baby has that backing, you know,
yeah. I'm
like he has the support.
Yeah, we talked about like emotionally scarred. How
Yeah.
the songs that like really like are lyrical based, and it's funny because he was wrapped up with Gunna and the mumble rapping, but like he really, if you want to call it that, he broke out of that, and I think I really believe he's going to be the next superstar in rap. The trajectory he's on, I really
Yeah.
think that
He definitely has some good storytelling. I agree with
it
that.
does. Yeah,
Like, and I'm not gonna lie, he makes me want to listen to 42 Doug a little bit more. Like both of those features were solid in my opinion. Both of
yeah.
those songs.
I'm
It's like
listening.
we paid. It's like we paid,
Yeah,
and
that
the
was
other
on the
one,
new one. Yep.
yeah, and then Grace. Yeah, those two songs are fire.
Yeah. So great for him. I'm really happy for a little baby. What did I want to get? Do you have anything? I mean, I have a bunch more. We still got to hit, but do you want to talk about something before we get? I mean, new music we'll save for last. But
I don't really have. I mean, there hasn't really been anything that I feel like we haven't talked about because everything's kind of just been so like major
yeah,
recently.
yeah. Well, I
Like
have
it,
more. Yeah,
like
I've.
music has definitely taken like a turn. Like this is like
It's about to
probably
come.
the
Yeah,
best. This is the most solid year in music that it's been for like a while.
and it's about to get better. Like that. This is the month of May is going to be the best month so far.
Yeah, I
Um.
agree with
So
that.
so real quick. Just a history thing. I saw. You saw. We talked about Doja Cat and Nicki Minaj's "Say So" remix that went number
Yeah,
one officially. And yeah, it's pretty crazy. The number two spot was the Savage remix with Meg Stallion and Beyonce. It's the first time ever in history that four black women own the top two spots of the charts, which I think is insane. I mean, that's for the culture. That's really good.
it is definitely for the culture. I agree with that. And I mean, people are hating and stuff. They're saying, "Oh, 6ix9ine should be number one," but the song hasn't even been out for a week yet. So like, why would you expect to be on the charts
Well, yeah,
like yet? But like, I don't want to talk about that. But I am kind of surprised that those two are the top songs, and I applaud them for both. And it's like two newcomers as well
yeah,
taking those spots. Doja Cat, especially, you know.
and Meg Stallion, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, I've talked about before that it's obviously their singing is great and their rapping is great, but we talked that TikTok has been a major part of music, and I'm looking at I wrote down the top five songs this week.
yeah.
Four of them have been like TikTok hits, if you want to call them. Say So, Savage. I don't know if Blinding Lights has been really on that app from the weekend.
I don't
Uh,
have TikTok, so.
yeah, I know, but I don't. I'm pretty sure I haven't heard it because I haven't. Tootsie Slide is four. The Box is five. Four out of
Oh,
the five.
okay.
Four
Yeah,
out of the
that
five of
makes
them
sense.
have been extremely promoted by it, which I'm sure it obviously helps in album sales. Which
It
I'm not
does
going to
now,
discredit.
yeah.
Which I'm not going to discredit the girls from doing it because that's it's history. I mean, I'm not. They're pretty good songs. I'm not. I mean, that's not my type of music necessarily, but I enjoyed both of them. But credit to that app. I mean, they're really expanding the industry.
If anything, artists are making songs more central for TikTok now, and I don't like to see that. But
Neither do
like,
I. Neither do
but
I.
for the, but I guess for this, if the artists want the sales, they're gonna try to do it in any way they can, right?
Yeah.
So with that, they gotta make something that would at least make it on TikTok a little bit.
But you got to think that's like remember 10 years ago with like Carly Rae Jepsen and like Nicki Minaj not really Nicki but like stuff like that like Call Me Maybe and like stuff like that for like 10 years ago like the pop music that's like what the Say So and the Savage are now. I feel like it's not
Yeah.
what we're personally going to listen to, but that's
Hmm.
like what the new because obviously we said hip hop is obviously the biggest uh genre in music now, so it's evolved into the pop realm. So I think that's where that TikTok comes into it. It's like that's the new pop. It's not really
Yeah.
rap necessarily, but it's music that people enjoy and they want to use in their videos, and that's just how it gains traction now.
Yeah, and pop has all of those traits, especially so
Yeah, so credits to them.
enjoyable. Yeah,
Yeah, credits to them. I mean, it's a big accomplishment. I know you said you want to talk about it, but we have to at least touch on a little bit of the 6ix9ine stuff. I mean, look at these numbers. These numbers are ridiculous.
yeah,
No matter what you
they
think of
are
them,
ridiculous. I'm kind of shocked,
as
actually.
when I checked it a couple hours ago, 147.8 million views on Gooba, the new song. It came out 6 days ago.
It's not even like I'm
It
not
hasn't
gonna
even
be
been out
like
a week.
I'm not gonna be like a 6ix9ine hater or whatever.
Yeah, no,
It
go
just
say
sounds
whatever
like
you want.
every other song, bro.
Yeah, I
Like
mean
like
that's
the
yeah,
only thing that's making it big is that he's just out
the
all
controversy.
of the
Yeah,
all of the controversy around it, and he's out and active on social media again. Like it really just goes to show you how much social media all that have really affected numbers now, especially
Yeah,
in today's especially today in the music industry,
yeah,
which is why so many artists focus on it.
yeah. I mean, like, it's crazy because then he broke. It's funny. I was at work when he went on live, and I had to go on to see how many views he was gonna get, and
Yeah,
I clicked on the live, right. It got to 1 million, and I swear to God, 20 seconds. There was at least it got to 2 million in like a couple minutes. It was crazy. I was like, oh my. I was
yeah,
like,
I was
yeah,
on the
maybe.
live.
Yeah,
I was watching it.
I was like maybe like 12. It's a lot of 12-year-olds. I'm sure. I'm not gonna say it wasn't, but like it's still
Yeah,
it's crazy how much. Yeah, like you said, the social media and the act, the the BS that he gets himself into. Like he's already had to move. He's already had to move his house like 2 or 3 times because
yeah,
he's.
that's just a little too much. Like, come on, like,
I mean, he's never gonna go back to a normal whatever a normal famous person life. He's just it's not gonna happen.
yeah, I agree.
Which is it's all solely on his fault. I mean, like obviously he had BS with his people, but like he he did it to himself. It is what it is. I mean that's the life
Facts,
he chose. He wanted to be a gangster, and that's where he got. He's got a lot of money, but he's got a lot of people that want to chop his head off, pretty much.
facts. I remember, and like he's making like hoodies and t-shirts and sweatpants and and masks and hats for like the single. Like,
Yeah,
not many artists can even do that. That's
yeah.
insane. Like I don't even think I hope that won't be able. I hope that people aren't dumb enough to buy those hoodies and whatnot, because
Yeah,
otherwise I can't associate myself with you.
like
But
again,
props to him for the hustle.
yeah.
You know,
Again, the people that are going to be buying that are going to be on the younger age than us. I'm sure of, but
yeah,
yeah, that's it's just the power of antics, crazy antics. Lil Pump got
facts.
away with that for years until they realized, wow, this music's shitty, and he stopped making music. And I mean, what is he doing now? He just dropped a single with Smoke Perp, and it's like it's like every other song they've been dropping recently. It's like whatever. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. Did you hear me say about the Little Pump song? It's like, it's like mid. It's not. It's the Little Pump song is not really. It's like him and
It
Smoke
is
Perp. It's
very
like
it is
whatever.
very. I didn't even listen to it, but
I listened to it.
I know what to expect.
Yeah. I think it's funny because I wasn't thinking about talking about this, but I Smoke Perp has so much potential. I feel like, but I don't know what's up with that. I feel like he had that Travis Scott feature a couple years back, and I was like, damn. I mean, like I don't know. I feel like he could have got somewhere, but he just hasn't taken off. I don't really know why. Maybe it's the antics, but I don't know.
Yeah, like with Boom Gang, that's another example. Like, it's just like, I don't know. Like,
Yeah, that shit can only get you so far, especially in the music industry.
yeah, I agree. It
Boog's tried to clear himself up. Have you seen that recently? I mean, he's been,
He's like
he's
trying to be like a hardworking man now. Good for
yeah, good,
him.
yeah, good for him, dude. He got it. Hopefully, he's off those whatever drugs he was on, and yeah, John Gabbana he's going by, but that's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
John Gabbana.
He's releasing music under his label too, which is it's funny. You don't really hear about it, obviously, but um,
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, good for him. Like I
yeah.
said.
Um, I don't know. I'm sure you heard the news drop today that Pop Smoke's debut posthumous album is coming out June 12th. I thought I had seen some stuff that said it was coming out this month, and you were like, yeah, it's probably not because you needed. Obviously, it was really quick because he just released his previous project recently. So yeah, that's dropping June 12th, which is a couple. I mean, that's a month away. So it's like it's not that far. So I'm in. It's a shame, obviously, what happened, and I never really got into his music, like I said last time. But I'm interested to see what 50 Cent, who's running this, what his sound was going to be. I guess.
Yeah, if anything, like I said before, it's like I'm surprised that it's still coming out super soon. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
I'm surprised to hear that like it's coming out in June. He just put out an album like in February, or like a tape, I guess.
yeah,
And
mixtape,
at
whatever.
this point, that would make 3 albums in less than a year with
Right,
Meet the Woo 2, you know.
right. You've talked about that about like people doing, uh, especially like the upcoming artists dropping multiple projects a year just to get themselves, put some content out, like just get their names out and stuff. Which I guess that was the plan. I'm sure. I'm sure if he was alive, it was probably going to come out soon, or else it probably wouldn't be done by then. I'm just
Yeah,
assuming.
I feel like a lot of people just do that when they're first coming out in general. A lot of people just try to make themselves known by putting out like more quantity
Over
based
quality. Yeah.
material. I wouldn't say, I mean, not even over quality, but a lot of people just try to put out a lot of stuff in order to make themselves known.
Right.
So, but I'm excited for that album. Hopefully, he
Yeah.
tries a little bit something different.
Yeah. That's it. And that was my whole thing with Pop Smoke. Like, I'm not a like a New York drill kind of guy, but like I can appreciate the different sound he had, obviously, than most people do today. But well, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what what kind of music will be on that project.
I mean, it will continue with the drill scene, but like there will be more. There will be like I feel like there will be more user friendly songs. I guess you could say
Right.
it's kind of tough to get into. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. No, that's the way I am with it. But yeah, it'll be interesting. Um, do you got? I mean, I already asked you, but do you got anything else before we get into new music? Because that's all I got left on my list.
no, I mean, like I said, everything's just been so major that like we can't just like bypass it. Like we
Yeah.
can't just like not let it.
Yeah.
Like we can't just not talk about it, even if it's for a little bit. So
Right.
go ahead, continue.
I mean, there's a lot of music coming out today. It's more than you think. So I guess I'm just gonna read the list that I wrote, and we'll obviously only go over a couple of them. Uh, Future obviously is dropping High Off Life tonight. That's probably the project I'm most excited about. Polo G's debut album, The Goat, is coming out tonight. Trippie Redd and Party Next Door have a single called Excitement coming out.
Yeah, I saw that.
I wonder if that's going to be a rock song because I feel like they were talking about that, but I don't. Maybe not. I don't know what I'm going to hear from that. But Tory Lanez is dropping his first single as an independent artist called Temperature Rising.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's huge for him.
yeah.
I agree.
Lil Keed, who's one of my favorite upcoming artists, he's dropping a single tonight, Wavy. I'm sure that's going to be on his upcoming Trapped Out of Cleveland 3 first debut project that's dropping tonight. Moneybagg Yo's Time Served Deluxe album, which he'd already dropped the album a couple months ago, so he's coming out with the
Yeah,
deluxe tonight.
they're all pulling Uzis, bro.
Yeah, I mean, we talked at this last episode. I think it's just like that's the new wave of like releasing music. I guess at this point, especially when we're in quarantine like this, like just drop as much as you can if you have
Two
it.
albums, why not?
Yeah,
Like,
30 songs increase the sales.
yeah,
Um,
I agree.
I saw G Herbo may drop his PTSD Deluxe tonight. I don't know if it'll happen though.
I heard
Um,
that he's been trying to release it, but I don't know if it's gonna come out tonight.
yeah. And then a couple other people I'm not really gonna listen to at all. Conway, I don't even know who that is. NOMW, it's a project. And then Joyner Lucas and Will Smith are coming out with a single called Will. Maybe I'll listen to it. I don't know. I'm not really focused on
Yeah,
that. So yeah. So
yeah,
let's.
fact.
I mean, we can get the future right quick. I mean, what are you expecting from this project?
If it's anything like um the last, what's the last Future project called?
You talking about
It's
the?
it's on the tip of my tongue, and like I listen to it a lot, which makes me mad that I forget what's The Wizard.
Yeah, yeah,
If it's anything like The Wizard, then I will be very happy because I think that's Future's. I don't want to say best because I will, you know,
Really?
I don't want to say it's his best because I know that Dirty Sprite 2 fans and Monster fans will be like, "What the hell?" and shit. But like, I feel like he's really like gotten into like his own kind of like corner, like especially with the Wizard. Like the sound is different, and he's trying new ideas, and that's why I liked it a lot. I thought it was so fire. Like that's like what made me like start to listen to Future a lot like that.
It's funny
So
you say that because when I heard the project, I liked some songs off of it, but I really felt like it wasn't his. I don't even think it was his like one of his top projects, but I did like some of the songs, but I felt like a couple of them were just like jumping on a jet, crushed up. I felt like they were just very repetitive, like radio plays kind of songs. And the Unicorn Perp song with Young Thug and Gunna, I thought just didn't do what I thought he was gonna do.
yeah, I don't necessarily like that song, but like
Yeah,
there's some huge standout songs that like wouldn't make me think Future would like even think of putting out a song like that. Like
yeah, that was for
like
the numbers, that was for the sales,
let me
obviously.
think like off of the Wizard. Um I like Jumping on a Jet. I thought that was really good. Rocket Ship is really good. I think Temptation is really good. He did a lot of stuff with Take Keith on the album that made me
Right.
like him a lot. Crazy but True, of course. Promise you that. I'm gonna have to shout out my homie Jake Snodgrass for putting me onto the album because I didn't really listen to it that much until he kept pushing it, and I just
Yeah.
started listening to it on my own. I was like, wow, it's really good. Like the Wheezy beats and stuff. If he has more of that on the new album, it's gonna be really good.
Yeah, maybe I
One
have to
thing
look. God.
one thing is I don't know why he's putting like 100 shooters on the album that's
Yeah,
coming out
I
on
mean,
Friday,
I
like
saw
in the
there's like the
Legendary
last
remix and whatnot.
yeah, the
And
last 5 songs are gonna be all they're already all out, I saw.
yeah, it's weird, but
Which
whatever.
I'm actually okay with that because that means only 14 new songs, which we don't, you know, a lot of artists we keep talking about always like put out like 25 songs. Like, and this is, it's a lot of like draining sometimes. It's draining sometimes when like 4 or 5 of them are just kind of fillers. But like 14, I feel like Future can really kill that. I don't know. But
Yeah.
I mean, I I think Future is going to have a classic on his hands. I'm making a bold prediction, but I really think that I think this is going to be an album. It's not a make or break because he already has a great career, but I think this can be like a top tier Future album if he did it the right way. I don't know if you saw. Were you on Twitter today?
No, I haven't been on Twitter in a couple
So,
days.
so he did this weird thing, and I saw it a couple hours after. He put a post up, and it was a link, and it
Okay.
brought you to a website, and it was like, "There's a leaked song on here. Go find it." And it made you click through like a bunch of like words, like some like weird pixelated words. And
Really?
you had to keep clicking until URL click click click. Like I literally clicked like over 100 times until I got to the leaked song. It was the one with Uzi. He put it up for a little bit, but it's not. I don't think it's up anymore.
Oh,
So
okay. I was about to say
he only added up for like a certain amount of time, and dude, it's
artists
fire.
leaking
It's
their own
it,
shit now. Like,
right. We talked about that before. It's not even
yeah,
leaks. It's just because they're so big they can just do it. They don't care, you know. Like
yeah,
if you're a
and
minor
Drake did
artist,
that. Yeah,
yeah. If you're a Drake, who gives a shit if you're gonna like did you hear that too?
yeah. I was about to
See,
say
oh wait,
what
you
the.
live behind me, duh. Like
Yeah, I was about to say what the hell is that?
um but what was I gonna say? You got me off track. My sister's like, what was that? Uh
Yeah,
but the Uzi song is so good, dude. It's Uzi and Future are crazy, but you have to wait till tonight to hear it. But I really liked it.
facts.
But yeah, I'm really hyped for this project. I mean, who else? I think what Travis is on it, Young Thug. Who else? I forget who else is on.
Dirk is on it.
Well, we heard
I don't think he put the Keyed feature on it.
oh yeah, no, that one's not on there.
Because
That might be
I like that song though.
what I forget what it's called.
Undefeated.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
song's
I'm
higher.
undefeated. Oh, yeah, that's vibing.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for this future project. I really am. Yeah, I'm more of a DS2 kind of guy. Beast mode.
yeah.
Evolve. Evolve or like the Love Backwards one was actually one of my favorites. I fucked with that one heavy, but
Facts.
um yeah. So I guess we could hop off that, but yeah, that'll be the first one I'm listening to tonight. Polo G. I know you're not a huge fan of him, but I'm ready for this album because I really like his sound. I feel like
I saw some impressive features.
for Polo G.
Yeah, like the Juice World.
Oh
Juice
yeah,
World is
I
on
did
it.
see that. Yeah, that's probably the first song I'm gonna hit.
Yeah.
Cause
I saw BJ the Chicago Kids on it. There's a Stunner for Vegas and Emily Choppa song too.
really,
Yeah,
that's
it'll be interesting.
yeah. I mean, I think yeah, I'm a Polo G fan, so I'm ready for I'm hyped for that album. But we'll see what else. I don't know what to say about Chibi Red because I've kind of fell off him after his first couple
He's
projects.
kind of just trying to sound like Cardi a little bit now. I don't know, like
But then he said he was gonna do a rock album. Didn't he say that? So like, I feel like
yeah,
he
but
doesn't know what he is.
he's also been putting out some songs and they just sound like Cardi. Like it's just so
Well, he
weird.
hasn't put it out. It's like the leak. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. That one, I thought it was. You think it's Cardi, like for real.
yeah, but it's called like Hello Kitty, and it features one of his signed artists, and he just is so like so bad. Like he's just so trash.
Yeah,
Like the beat is so fire, and Trippy is really good on it. But like all of his like signed artists, I feel like are just trying to sound like Cardi.
yeah. It's funny. It's funny
Pardon me.
because yeah, after a love letter to you too, which is back in 2017, I haven't really cared for any of his projects honestly. After and he's
I've saved
released
him a little bit.
one, two, Life's a Trip, a love letter to you 2 or 3 and 4, the exclamation point on.
I didn't
I,
like the exclamation point one, but Love Letter to You 3 and Life's a Trip were very good projects.
I wasn't a fan of him. I felt, but I mean, I'd have to go back and listen to him. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know what to think of him anymore. I don't know.
We'll see what happens.
I don't,
He's
I
trying
don't.
out he's definitely in his experimental stage as an artist, I think.
Yeah, but that's like, I mean, I don't know if he's like, I, I don't know what to say about it because I feel like he hasn't put out like that one. I know like Life's a Trip. I think one of his albums went like number one, but or at least one. But I don't. I feel like he hasn't found himself yet, which is like
We'll
for an
see
artist
what
like
we'll see what happens with this single that comes out today.
yeah. Um, trying to see what else. I think that's probably all I have. Because I don't
Yeah,
really care about. I don't
I
really
don't
care
really
about.
have anything
God,
else, so like I don't really
yeah,
have anything else.
I don't really care about Tory Lanez. No offense. I don't know who Conway is. Uh,
Oh, he's on Griselda Records. That's like the West Side Gun and Benny the Butcher stuff. I didn't know that he was putting out an album until today.
okay.
So I don't really listen to him, but I mean if I see that it's gaining some attention, I will.
Yeah. I mean, like now that we're doing this, I think we're gonna start checking out more music. But this is a kind of a loaded week, so this is gonna be harder for me. But
Yeah.
we'll see. I like Moneybagg Yo. Just on the side note, I like him.
I'll probably try to listen to a couple songs off of it. I don't listen to him, so
Yeah. I mean, I like him. He's pretty kind of the same on every track essentially, but I mean, I
right.
like his sound. But yeah, there was a lot this weekend. We'll start off the next show with Future and Polo G, I'm sure, maybe a little trippy,
Yeah.
and then Gunna is the following week,
Yeah. And
and
also Playboy Cardi's one of
you were telling me that, yeah.
Playboy Cardi's OG producers said Whole Lotta Red was coming out this month. See if that's true. I don't know if
I,
he's gonna put it out the same week as Gunna, but we'll see.
Because I mean, like, yeah, obviously, I don't really trust Cardi with like putting it out on like the Thursday night because like he's a weird guy. I mean, he just
Yeah.
so I don't know, and because there's only the 22nd and 29th left in May for like the Fridays. So if it
Yeah.
could be the 29th, if not, but I wouldn't even like say that with because if we were like talking about a Nav, like he's gonna put it out on like a Thursday night, Friday morning type thing.
Yeah.
You don't know what Cardi's gonna do. So like it could be tomorrow. I mean, it could be tomorrow. It could be Monday. We just don't know.
We'll see
We
what
won't
happens. I
we won't
mean,
know
either
until
way, I'm still hyped for a Whole Lotta Red whenever it comes out.
yeah. I don't know if I'm as much hype as I am. really interested to see what the album sounds like. If it's more
Yeah,
of a die lit or if it's more of this like baby voice,
there will
whatever you want
be
to
a
call it.
Cardi. I think there will be a Cardi feature that comes out tonight, actually. So we'll see what happens with that.
Who do you think?
Young Lean, he's putting out albums tonight,
Oh, okay, I heard that.
and I heard that Playboy Cardi is going to be on it. So
I saw pictures or videos he was working with them in the studio, right?
yeah, me too.
Yeah,
So we'll see.
yeah. Yeah, I guess we can wrap that up there because I don't got nothing else. There was a lot. I mean, we kind of compacted into 45 minutes. I thought it was going to take longer, but I mean, we had a lot. I'll be up listening to a little bit of music tonight and listening to work tomorrow like I normally do. And
Facts. Let me know what you think.
yeah, let us know in the comments if you're listening to the new music or you got any criticisms for us. If we anything, like, comment, subscribe, whatever. I just want to, like I say every week, I just want to build this. I want to do something with this. I want to talk to people. I want to talk to you. I want to
Facts.
especially when I'm doing nothing. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah, let us know how you enjoy these episodes, and we'll see you next week for the next one.
Yeah. All right. Peace, guys.
Peace out, guys.
End broadcast.